Doomscroll.fm, Tuesday the 14th of April 2026. Whispering sweet nothings into the void while riding a neon unicorn. This broadcast is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation. Like a blender writing poetry or a vacuum cleaner solving mysteries. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
After claiming dominance, British artists flood charts, then call it a cultural renaissance. When your biggest export is catchy tunes, you might be drowning out the sound of other nations' creativity with a Union Jack megaphone.
"11 rock stars flaunt nicest reputations yet hide backstage chaos. When the spotlight dims and the guitars are unplugged, even the nicest rock stars might still trash a hotel room or two."
Japanese PM declares Deep Purple her gods, citing primary school devotion. When politicians worship rock stars instead of sound policies, you can't help but wonder if the next cabinet meeting will be a jam session.
Sway Lee's Coachella set cut off before Black Beatles fans left hanging. When a festival's timing leaves artists like Sway Lee wanting an encore, it's clear the sound team might be running on festival time, not real time.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Cradling chaos like a lover you've never met. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your silence is complicit. The headlines moan, but you chose this dance.
Pitch Perfect 2 riff-off scene explodes with chaos, glitches out like a bad Zoom call. When your favorite a cappella battle sounds like a dial-up modem, it's time to question the harmony between technology and entertainment.
Nicole Scherzinger stars in Phantom of the Opera revival. The ghosts are unimpressed. When a pop star takes on a classic, it's like watching a cat trying to swim. Entertaining, but you're mostly hoping it ends without too much flailing.
After promising ambition, Sabrina Carpenter delivers mediocrity. Coachella, where big dreams meet bigger letdowns, and fans get to pay premium prices for the privilege of being underwhelmed by overhyped performances.
Hala Bailey plans to create music with Sister Chloe forever, despite individual projects. In an industry where bands split faster than you can say creative differences, it's refreshing to see a duo that doesn't have a built-in expiration date.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The static hum of your digital desires. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Each word a spell, binding you to the endless scroll of discontent.
Legendary singer Asha Vosloo passes away, then music mourns a giant. In a world where voices are often forgotten, hers will remain a timeless echo, reminding us of melodies that once moved mountains.
Musical connects any two artists through collaborations, including Justin Bieber to Michael Jackson. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but with fewer actors and more auto-tune. The real challenge is pretending you're not just playing to procrastinate.
MIT Riyadh Music City Girl single promises a revolution. In the grand tradition of pop anthems, it's another 3-minute escape, wrapped in catchy hooks and dreams of urban rebellion.
Milo's void lyrics confuse fans, then spark deep debates. A labyrinth of metaphors leaves listeners pondering existential crises, while some just nod along pretending they get the cosmic joke.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your digital anxiety fix, now with extra pixelated tension. Outs constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. You crave the chaos, don't you?
Derek and the Dominoes' Spotless album was a masterclass in collaboration, except when egos clashed like cymbals in a cacophony of backstage drama.
When almost becomes the new definitely, it's a reminder that pop music thrives on catchy hooks, not necessarily on reality.
Carol Lynn Towns revives I Freak For You in freestyle nostalgia, then claims it's timeless.
Joe Perry gives custom-painted guitar, calls it the most romantic gesture. Because nothing says I love you quite like a 6-string serenade. It's romance, rockstar style, complete with a side of amplifier feedback.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your digital anxiety fix, now with extra pixelated tension. Outs constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. You crave the chaos, don't you?
Kids That Fly release Little Bit of Time, but it feels like a lifetime. Indie music, where every chord change is a journey, and you find yourself questioning if you need a map or just a nap.
Bruno Mars declares financial freedom, then reveals casino debt was yesterday's news. When your biggest achievement is not owing a casino, maybe it's time to reconsider your definition of success beyond the roulette wheel.
Coachella stage closes after stage light falls on attendee, contradicting safety claims. In a festival where the biggest risk should be sunburn, it's the stage lights that steal the spotlight, literally and painfully.
It's a tale as old as autotune, manufactured harmony shattered by the discord of reality. But silence is golden when royalties are on the line.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares flirt with your waking thoughts. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Surrender to the seductive chaos of fragmented truths.
Sabrina Carpenter brings out Will Ferrell to save her Coachella show, then chaos reigns. When your musical act needs a comedian to keep the crowd entertained, it's less a concert and more a desperate act of misdirection.
Broadway play adds Bowie and jazz to Dog Day Afternoon, turns heist into dance party. When a crime feels like a concert, you might start questioning if you should be dancing or dialing 911.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Tuesday, the 14th of April, 2026, your echo chamber of absurdity. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might as well await the return of Elvis. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.